Feature Friday.
The freshest.
So this just dropped and we haven't had any like messages. Guys, check this out. But we're just gonna check it out because it's J-Hope and not you. And I hope you guys like us to check it out. Because we are.
Turn up. Oh.
우린 서로 갇혀 시선들을
Bro.
맞춰 사람 밑에 사람 먹고 사람 밑에 사람 없어 let's go. Hey.
Oh,
come on!
The other side, 'cause you're nothing to be.
Not gonna lie, their aesthetics work together.
I know, totally.
Look at them,
100%.
look at them, fuck the way they're dressed.
100%. They totally work together. I love that their band is there. That's her band.
Yep.
The whole
Same
thing about
musicians
this
always.
is proper live musicians, live band in the moment type of atmosphere. I love that about her interviews. The thing about this though, it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous.
Yeah,
but I also love how she eats CDs. Like I sometimes think, is this live or is this an actual?
And then you see her like, or something
I
like that, and you're like,
know.
oh my god.
It's like this is live.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So different, you and I.
I love those jeans.
In a different light till we find the equal.
Sick.
세상에 무슨 말 관심이 필요해 우리에게 아무튼 둘 다 똑같을 필요는 없어도 다른 게 왜 제일까 나의 넘어 성별을 넘어 모든 숙제 같은 건
Pause. I
drummer.
wanna know who the drummer for IU is because it's always the same drummer.
같을 필요는 없어도 다른 게 왜 제일까 나의 넘어 성별을 넘어 향기를 끄자 아이 그건 공들
J-Hope, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
till we find the equal.
Also, can we just have a moment for like they're the perfect collab, and I didn't even cross my mind.
Well, actually, if you look at like how much BTS has always gushed over IU, this is such a
Oh my God.
important moment.
I just had a little freak out. Jungkook must be
He must be
hating
dying.
his life right
He's like,
now.
You.
You.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if like Jay told him, and then
Oh, definitely.
he's behind the scenes.
He's like, I'm here, watch.
Yeah.
For love in a different light till we find the equal.
우리가 쉬는 순간
Oh.
She's so cool.
그 순간 눈물
J-Hope.
Just a piece to get straight. They show me for love in this world.
Oh, come on. She's flawless.
So they've done a whole medley maybe of his stuff.
No, I think
Is this the only thing they sang together?
I don't know.
Because
I
this is
literally
Hope
don't
World,
know.
right? This is in Jack in the Box.
I think it is from Jack in the Box.
We haven't seen the interview. We're just looking at the music straight up because we want to review it.
Yeah. Oh my God, the vibe.
Qualities you and me.
Damn, Jay with those low.
와우
Literally me.
That's huge.
You know what's funny? I just thought of that meme of like, I trusted you.
I trusted you
Jungkook on the backside.
I trusted you, Jay.
저도 저희가 이렇게 딱 눈이 마주치는 그 순간에서 제이홉 씨의 흔들리는 눈을
Why call him out like that?
Is it?
와 눈을 마실 때
In her eyes means I shake so much.
보고 너무 떨려요
Oh, why call him out like that?
I was like, you kept avoiding eye contact. Damn.
저를 계속 안 보고 이렇게 하셔야 되는 그냥 이렇게 보려고 했는데 아무튼 처음 어떻게 보면 듀엣곡을 같이
Unreal.
저도 색다른 추억으로 나올 것 같습니다.
정말 좋은 경험했습니다.
재밌었어요.
너무 재밌었습니다.
Bro, I would be freaking crying.
It's also impressive how, again, like you notice it with, different singers and different rappers and stuff, but his speaking voice is really resonant.
yeah.
When he's a bit more relaxed and he's joking around and shit, like his laugh is obviously high pitched and stuff.
I
but
also think it comes from a lot of like vocal discipline.
Yes.
Because once you these things that kind of come like muscle memory. They click in and you don't even realize you're doing it.
Right.
But say for example you just sang. More often than not, you see singers that after their shows or what their performances, their larynx drop. and it's like a defense mechanism type of thing.
Well, a lot of people,
Yeah.
also a lot of singers, this is common. They actually stop speaking. They actually stop talking for a while. In this case, they probably do lower down and become a bit more resonant just to protect their throat, which is their instrument.
And I don't think it's like thought through. It's like I'm
It's
consciously gonna
automatic.
do this.
Definitely
It
coached
just
at the
happens.
start,
Yeah.
but then it sort of just becomes so much memory.
Correct,
Maybe let's watch a bit of it.
그 이퀄 사인에서도 느낀 게 가사가 굉장히 희망적이에요.
Yeah.
아, 네.
이걸 괜히 한 곡 같이 부르니까 뭔가 확 가까워진 느낌이 들었어요. 그러니까 가사들 때문인 거예요. 그거는 뭐 나도 디플린 우리가 그렇게 다르지 않고
맞아요.
이런 거를 이렇게 딱 부르면서 괜히 이렇게 눈을 맞추고 싶은 그런 생각이
아이고.
들었어요.
감사합니다.
곡을 이렇게 해봤는데 사실 두 번째가 남아있어요.
아?
저희
와우.
바로 이어서 갈 생각인데 어떠세요?
Another one, let's go!
Second song, let's go. I
근데
can do that.
이 곡
삐에로
우리 보고
Ariel Love,
맞아요,
알았어요.
선배님의
맞아요.
원곡인.
저도 평소에 좋아했던 노래고
네네.
사실 제 제깅 더 박스라는 게 어떻게 보면은 삐에로가 삐용하고 나오는
그러니까요. 그래서 이래서 이 노래를 고르셨구나.
뭔가 일맥상통한 부분이 좀
It's a good
있어서
choice,
그랬던 것 같아요.
그러니까 이분은 어디까지 큰 그림과 디테일을 생각하는 분인가.
Jesus Christ!
At this point, we have.
Bro, bless you.
Thanks. At this point, we have sort of. I've heard all of Jay's Jack in the Box.
Yes.
And one of the really intriguing bits about Jack in the Box is, even though it did feel, and I think that's why a lot of people are sort of enjoying the project so much and they find it so replayable, also the length of tracks was quite short.
And I also think that like the dynamics of between each track is actually quite interesting too.
One of the things they did really well is like it feels like a continuous listen in the album, and also it felt like you were getting a new side of Jay, which is super interesting because that's pause, man. I'm missing some of that. Because you don't want to always get the same side of the same person. You want to know that there's more to him, and there genuinely is.
And I think this is a great example, from an album core perspective, of exactly what type of diversity you get from an artistic perspective. Like the darker side, but you also get the lighter hope world idea as well. Like it's a really good cohesive album overall.
저희가 함께 할 수 있는
What a dance.
네, 아이디어를 주셨다고 하는데
course.
제가 한번
Yes, why not?
아 근데 정말 간단한 거고.
네, 살짝 이럴 수 있는 거예요. 노래하기 전에.
이게
She's so
운동 속에 이런
proactive.
팀이 있더라고요.
She's awesome. She's a
하우스
great host.
댄스에 제깅 더 박스라는 그런 스텝이 있어요.
오!
춤 명칭이
이름이
제깅
제기는
더
곡이세요? 아니 진짜 어디까지
그래서 뭔가 이게 탁탁탁 맞더라고요. 그래서 오 이거
우와.
야, 큰 그림 척 할 수 있겠다.
Oh, dude, they work so well together.
되게 간단한 동작이에요.
어렵지 않아요.
이
사실.
뒤꿈치로 움직이면 되는데
네네.
사실
아,
뭔가
이렇게. 아,
뭔가
이렇게.
하는 건데
이렇게.
벌써 좀 무서워.
그러니까 뭔가 이게 좀 그냥 삐에로처럼도 해주시면 될 것 같아요. 왼쪽, 오른쪽, 왼쪽, 오른쪽.
He's so cool.
상태를 같이 움직여야
네, 그냥 가볍게만 그냥 하시면 되지 않을까.
알겠습니다.
오케이.
Okay, let's
Let's
go.
go.
They're so cool together, man.
I know.
What a great collab. She needs great musicians because her songs are mental.
Oh, her arrangements are so clever.
모자를 눌렀어 난 항상 웃음 간직한 삐에로
Come on, I love that.
파란 웃음 뒤에는
I was listening this morning. I was listening to progressive jazz to get ready to, and I was just thinking, wow, this is it's kind of weird because it has like this idea of like motion. So you're moving quite fast, but you don't quite understand why because you're kind of relaxed at the same time. This would fit perfectly into that playlist. This is the first time I listened to the song.
초라한
Woo!
날 보며 웃어도
Yes,
난 내 모습이 너무 아름다워
we love Hobby the singer.
아무 말도 못한 걸
Eye contact.
춤추였지만 내 속에
And it always maintains.
진실을 잊고 살잖아
It always maintains the specific elements that are pure jazz all throughout the song, which it's a really good composition, but that's why she needs musicians at this level.
Yeah, I also think she has a really high pedigree of music
Yeah.
overall. Like, even her pop tracks. I think we were talking about it like ages ago. We were listening to her whole a playlist of her most popular tracks, and I was thinking it's pop music, but it has the most intricate, cool musical arrangements that when you even if you don't know anything about music, you know, like, oh, this has pizzazz.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
right. That's
like
right.
it's
I think that's why a
different.
lot of people also appreciate it, because
Yeah.
I think everyone's able to appreciate sort of the simplicity and it's easily digestible, but also that this is quite special.
Correct.
And the uniqueness of it comes from the musical intricacies.
우리는 진실을 잊고 살잖아 차라리
And then it transitions more disco, so more
Kind of
funk.
groovy, yeah.
Dude, that drummer is so good.
I love that harmony. It's such a
2, 3.
Let's go.
Hey! Look at
I'm so sorry. Why are you apologizing? Listen,
I have to say, they have some of the best fucking chemistry
They really
in the
do.
whole show. Like,
they do feel like friends
yeah,
for a really
but
long
also,
time.
but also the things that they've both achieved. I don't think artists look at each other and then they like, you know, you're kind of on my level because of the things like that. I don't think they do that, but I genuinely do think that the admiration and respect you have for the things that like Jay has achieved or the things that IU has achieved,
Yes.
you can kind of feel it. I actually feel like that, you know, there's lots of admiration and respect coming from IU side, and to Jay, I don't think, because, you know, BTS, the things that they have achieved, they're still going on, right? So you're in the moment, and I think the career that BTS has had, even though it's relatively long in comparison to other groups and stuff like that, in the music world is quite long. Anything close to 10 years is ginormous. But his journey has been longer than that prior to BTS, you know, dancing and rapping and things like that prior to joining BTS and training.
Yeah.
So he still kind of feels in the moment. I think IU has had the opportunity sometimes to step back and look at the picture.
She's grown in the industry, like in the spotlight, and I think I realized that when I watched her Dingo special.
Right.
When she did like a reverse, like
Of her
through
discography.
her years.
And I think also
Yeah.
with IU, she isn't just part of one industry, she's part of two, because she also acts and to a really high level,
She's
for the
fantastic.
highest level. So she's able to then understand, like, she has perspective, which I think is really hard for artists at this level to get. And you can kind of feel it from Jay, where it's like, oh my god, how come she respects me this much? I'm just the guy that raps and dances.
And the thing is like when you get to understand a little bit of like BTS's story, you know that they admired her from
From the
afar
beginning.
from a really long time,
And the
right?
wild thing
So-
is, they
yeah.
don't seem to have ever grown egos, which is really interesting with all of the BTS lads. J-Hope's probably the best example, because he's always maintained, well, there's so many fucking cameras around him all the time. He's always maintained that sparkly, happy nature guy. So that's insane.
Yes.
Usually the industry beats that shit down and then you turn into something else. So truly, it's admirable what both of them have achieved, and probably my favorite collaboration that IU has made.
You're on.
Because they cut, obviously.
땀이 났어요. 아, 너무 이게 계속 반복이잖아요. 그래서 처음에 한 4마디까지는 괜찮아요.
저도 막상 하다 보니까 예.
약간 내가 지금
Liar.
뭔가
That wasn't difficult for him at all.
Cake.
He was totally living his best life.
느낌이 들면서
네.
제이홉 씨 너무 여유롭게 이렇게 막 하고 있더라고요. 상체와
아이고.
하체가 이렇게 자유분방하게 이렇게 들고 있더라고요.
She's so
민망하네요.
cool.
I'm embarrassed.
아무튼 제이홉 씨 덕분에 제이크 인 더 박스라는 스텝을 제가 오늘
스텝.
배웠어요. 어디 가서 아는 척 해도 될까요, 이걸로?
어우, 제기 인더박스 좀 쳐봤어요.
그렇게 어디 가서 제가 이렇게 아주 잠깐 춤을 췄는데도
Okay.
땀이 이렇게 나고 저도 뭐 공연에서 여러 곡을
Yeah,
하다
because
보면
sometimes she
댄스곡이
doesn't really dance that much in her performances, because obviously the vocal
She's a very vocal performer.
forward
So
performer. But she does sometimes do dance though. I've seen it.
I think it's what was that song? The ID card song?
Where there's a bit of a choreo there.
Yeah. But she, that's one of the things that I loved about her performances live, that she's one of those really like accurate, energy efficient singers that they won't hinder her vocal performance, but it's dynamic enough to be like, wow, a lot is happening on stage.
Definitely one of the singers that I would pay
To
any
watch
money
live,
she asks to watch live.
This
Same
is
as Jay.
awesome.
Jay's obviously going to
Lollapalooza.
and we're going to MIK. So that's this week on Sunday here in London. We're going only on the hip hop day because we're busy on the Saturday. But if you're going, we're gonna see the likes of Jay Park, PH1, Loco, Jesse. Yeah, so let us know if you're going. Tickets available. You can get. I think there's still some tickets available. So if you haven't bought it or made your mind up, do, because we're also gonna be there.
Yay!
What a selling point. Anyways, apart from that, goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.